Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and today we are checking out well, kind of, we are checking out the CJ4 citation longitude. Now this is a Cessna private jet. I believe it carries up to 4 passengers if memory serves. 4 or 6, might be 6. And obviously you have your pilot and co-pilot. Now we are going to be using a mod today. There it is again, me and my mods. But this one is quite nice. Now, I want to preface that I do not know the CJ4. This is actually going to be my first time taking this thing off the ground. And yes, I've already installed a mod. That's who I am, guys. But anyway, so there will be a link to this mod in the description below. Now, if you want to know the features about it, let me show you how to get to those real quick. It's another working title mod. He's doing fantastic work. So what you want to do is just tap this releases button when you get to this link here. And by the way, there's the G3000 version 3.0 that just launched. I'll be updating this later this evening. I use this primarily with the TBM 930. But anyway, if we scroll down, so you can see 6.1, and it just updates it for working for version 1.1. But if we keep coming down and find the next release for it, version 6, this is where you get all the features. They've done a ton with it. It's another one of those A32NX type mods where they're just pounding away at it and getting stuff knocked out. Now, these guys are working on a couple of different things. At least I hope he's not by himself. But working title has the G3000 mod, the CJ4 mod, and I know there's the G1000 mod that's also being worked on by them. I think we can scroll down and find that. Oh, what is this? GX version 1.dev3. I'm not sure where that one goes. But if we keep scrolling down, there it is. G1000 version 3.2. So they're working on the G1000, the G3000 suite, and the CJ4. And then whatever that was, I don't know what that was. This GX version 1.0, I don't know what that is. Let's click on it for a second. That doesn't really tell us much. Anyway, so really neat stuff, guys. Check out working title. Make sure that you guys give them shouts out when you can. But doing some awesome work. So anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to take a quick flight from Tucson International. We're just going to make a jump over to Phoenix again. Just a quick skip and a hop and see what it's like to fly it, and then start working it into the rotation here. We're going to do some more longer flights in the A320 coming up in the next day or so. As well as we're going to be checking out the Mooney and doing some VFR traffic with it, and then getting ready to finally start FS Economy. The document was one hell of a thing to read. By the way, for those of you waiting for the next rendition of the A320 beginner's guide that I have on my Patreon site, bear with me a little bit longer. I initially created it in Adobe Acrobat, and it's really difficult to work with it. So unfortunately, I'm building it back up from scratch using Microsoft Word to make editing and future updates a bit easier to manage, because it's pretty terrible in Adobe. Adobe's nice as long as you don't have to edit anything. Anytime after that, it's a real pain in the rear. So lesson learned on my part, I guess. I've never tried creating a document like that. But anyway, let's get after it. So first thing let's get in the airplane here. Now, with the CJ4, I do know that one of the things that we don't want to do is let the batteries run. The batteries are pretty weak, so we're going to immediately start the engines. So we're going to throw the battery switch up here, select the left engine, open the cover, and get her running. You don't have to wait or anything like that. You just let her start rolling. We'll wait for the warnings to clear here. We'll go outside and listen to it. That's just about it there. It looks like 1-1 left is our runway today. All right, so let's go ahead and do the same thing for engine 2. Set our air source to norm while that's going. Climate control to normal. You can actually turn the fan speed up and down. Get our avionics going. You can adjust your lights, your floodlights from inside. Look at that. The lighting in this thing's pretty cool. Really slick. I really like it. Looking forward to learning this girl. I think this will be another one I do a guide on. It's definitely probably got some of the most complete features here. What am I looking for? There we go. See back in the back there. Very nicely done. Alright, so while that's going, let's find our lights. Anti-ice panel. There we go, exterior lights. So let's turn our beacon on. I don't want that, that's anti-ice. We want our nav lights on. Turn our logo light on. Let's see what that looks like on the outside. Probably be better when we get airborne. It gets darker out. And we are flying in the evening here. It is 4:30 at the time of flight, so won't be a real long one, and hopefully we'll get into a bit of sundown here. But let's go ahead and set up our Simbrief. And we're going to use Sunset Air Transit. And we're just going to pick a flight number, and we're going from KTUS over to KPHX. And we're going to scroll all the way down. What's it all the way down? Maybe not. That was for the TBM. Sorry. Let's see here. Where's CJ4? There it is. Alright. And I'm pretty sure we're going to do runway 11 left. Let's check Addons real quick. Yep, 11 left. And altimeter of 3012. So let's see here. Altimeter is here. So we're going to set 3012. And we're going to be using runway 11 left and hoping for 0 weight on landing, but we'll wait till we get closer to set up our approach. Passengers, let's say we're going to have 4 passengers today. Cargo, maybe 200 pounds. We are set to pounds up here, right? Yep, good. 0 fuel weight, we're fine there. And let's go ahead and generate the OFP. Nothing fancy today. This is a short skip. Alright, so when I get to the screen, I like to go straight for the PDF. And boom. Let's start this process up. So the first thing we need to do is set our weights and balances. So let's go ahead and get that rolling here. Fuel, we're looking at 1,895 pounds of gasoline. So fuel on board, let's see here, we're currently sitting at 2856. Well, we certainly don't need that much. What am I looking for? 1895. 1895. So we need to take 6 pounds off. I'm pretty sure we can do that. So we'll make this 47. Make that 47. Boom. There we go. Now we need to work on our center of gravity. See what our payload today is. And for those of you who are new to it, looking at Simbrief here. Okay, so here's the total fuel that we just entered, and now we're looking for our payload, which is this guy right here, 1,120 pounds. And right now, payload is sitting at 830. So let's do another passenger here. What was I looking for? 1120? Oh, that's easy. So now we just... Nope. 120. There we go. Alright, now we still have our weight too far forward. So you know what I'm going to do is to shift this a little bit. We should be able to... No, didn't help with that, huh? Alright, so let's do this. To set the center of gravity correct, we're going to add... We'll see if we can shift this weight back here. No. There we go. Whoa. No. What would that be? 220, 320 pounds? We shift all the weight in the back. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, so how does it want me to freaking do this then? Because the seating doesn't seem to change anything. Still 1120, so even if we take, for example, see what happens if we do this. Yeah, that doesn't do squat. Alright, well, in the interest of fixing this, because this doesn't seem like... Something doesn't seem right here. We obviously need more weight in the back. Alright, so what we're going to do is just fake it. Because something is not right. We're just going to add another 170 pounds to the back. So that'll be 490. There. Center of gravity is within the threshold, I guess. 15.8 on the CG. Only showing 2 passengers. Anyway, I guess we would have had to adjust our fuel, but the fuel was required according to this for the flight. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, still learning the aircraft, so, you know, I'm not going to pretend like I know how all this works. Alright, so let's get right into the fun stuff that I like to do. And let's just start working on our alignment here. So, pilot airport reference, we can put that in here. The alternate, I don't believe, works yet, and neither does the initial airport position. So, like, we can't put anything there, but we can put it here. Now, you'll see that it does that, but then you just type it in again. It's really odd. Throw that in there, boom. Now all of a sudden we got it. And we can take this, just copy it, and drop it in there, okay? So you always want to either do it this way or just use the set position to GNSS, okay? And basically this is the last known stored position of the aircraft. The aircraft knows where it's at. So let's go ahead and go to flight plan. And now, here's, just like before, you'll see it's really similar, I think, more towards a Boeing FMS than the A320, but you know, I think once you get the hang of one, you pretty much get them down once you know what you're looking at. So, KTUS, and then we're going over to KPHX. Go. Company route, and so here the alternate doesn't work. Like I think it would be KYR or KRYN would be for Ryan Field. Is that our alternate today? Let's look. So pulling Simbrief up if we're looking for our alternate. Oh, KPRC. I wonder who. Penal. So KPRC, but I don't think this worked last night when I was trying. Yeah, no. Okay, so that part's not in yet. That's okay. No worries. Hopefully all goes well. We won't need the alternate, right? Okay, so, and then now, it gets pretty black and white from here. So here we can enter our directs. But first, let's go ahead and go to our departures and arrivals page. And so this should look pretty familiar to anyone who's flown a Boeing. So come over here to our departures. We're going to be using, come into our flight plan, the Burrow 4 to Burrow, and then direct over to Ryan. So we're going to go Burrow 4, change the transition. Well, Burrow 4 may not be there, or the Burrow may not be there, so it may be... Okay, so that could be an issue with the database, I guess. Not the end of the world. We'll make it work. So I guess we won't use a transition. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. So always a way around it. So I don't have what I'm looking for here. It should be right here. And we're not going to the Gila Bend. No, we're not. Okay, so let's make it work. So we're going to go ahead and hit execute. And the reason being is if for any reason, it's sort of like when you're typing up a Word doc, save frequently kind of thing. Once you're happy with where you're at so far, hit the execute button, sort of save as you go. Because if you have to use the cancel or edit button, it will wipe out everything if you haven't hit execute yet. And you have to start completely over again. So obviously with a flight plan like this, not a big deal. But you know, when they get bigger, they will be. Okay, what am I looking for? So now we're going to go back to flight plan. And we're going to go to next page. And then here's where we're going to go ahead and enter the transition that we wanted to use. So we're going to go to Burrow. Where's my flight plan? There we go. So we should be using the Burrow 4 departure to Burrow, and then from there direct to Ryan. But since Burrow wasn't an option in our transitions, we're going to go ahead and just use a direct waypoint to Burrow, so we basically still fly the same route. So in that situation, we're going to go BROO or RRO, and then just throw that up there. And we'll always want to pick the closest one, which should be the one on top. And then now, normally, if we had an airway, we would put the airway on the left and the waypoint on the right, or the fix on the right, however you want to call it. Now, the thing to remember is this is the only screen that we can put airways on. So I don't think we have any airways. Say, oh, we're using the hot. No, that'll be the arrival. So all of these are just direct. So we're going to go direct to Ryan. So that's R-Y... Was it Y-N-N? R-Y-Y-N-N, yep. Okay, and throw that in there. And then our next direct is to HOTT. H-O-T-T-T. Alright, and that's it for our flight plan. Now, if we wanted to go ahead and enter our arrival for Phoenix, we could do that now. Yeah, what the heck, let's go ahead and we'll just throw it in. So let's go back to our departures and arrivals. We come in on the arrival, and we are looking for the ILS 08. And we're coming in off the, I think it's the ping 1, yep. Coming in off the ping 1 and using the hot transition. I think we're going to Alice or Alice. Hot to the ping 1, Brady Legacy, Vestal. No, maybe not. So like here, if we had to wipe this out and hit the cancel button, we would only lose what we've entered this round. We wouldn't lose all the arrival information or departure information. So go ahead and hit execute. Let's go direct in from hot, see where it takes us. So now we can go to the legs page. And the user, I believe, should change to vector, according to some other videos that I saw. So this is some of the things that the guys are working on. This thing is really coming a long way. So let's see what we got here. So splits. We shouldn't be going to B-ball. I thought I deselected B-ball. So let's see if I can't get rid of it. Okay. So going to Burrow. Burrow to Ryan. Ryan to Hot. Hot to Ping. Ping to Birdie. Yep. Then to William. Duke. Marvin. Legacy. And Vistal. Yep. Vistal. Then to Neil and to Phoenix. Alright. It sounds good. Alright, so the aircraft is started. We can turn our lights on here. Oh, nope, we're not done there. Get back down there. Alright, so now we're done with our flight plan. So now let's go to the performance page. And what's our altitude? Should be pretty low today. We're not going to 29,000 feet. Kidding me? Let's make this like 150 feet. Or we'll go 190. How about 190? We'll go 19,000. We're going 180 miles. Like, really, guys? We're not going to 30,000 feet. What I'm looking for, clear. So 190. There we go. All right. Now, for our passengers and weight, you can configure all this yourself, or you can just enter in the zero fuel weight. So on the maximum weight on the CJ4 is 12,500 pounds. It's got us projected at 11,400 for our zero fuel weight. So we can just type that in, 11400, and drop that right here. And we don't have to worry about all of this. It calculates everything else for us. Okay. Now we'll go to takeoff. And the runway wind and slope we don't worry about. But the runway direction, runway wind we'll catch in a minute. First we're going to enter in our wind information. Now first you can get your temperature from right here. So it's 29 degrees Celsius. So we'll drop that in. Then for the wind, we're going to go... The display menu? Nope. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Index. Yep, index. Then to program. That's not what I want. Oh yeah, page 2. Go next, page 2. And you can see there's our wind, or our temperature again. And here's our wind. So 99 for the magnetic heading at 6 knots. So 99 at 6 knots. So let's go back to performance. And we were in the takeoff page, and 9er for 6 knots. We drop that in there. And what was our altimeter? 3012. All right, so it already popped the QNH in there. Took that from the PFD. That's cool. All right. So now we're done with, and we would set our dry or wet condition. And now the runway wind is populated. Headwind of 4 degrees, left at 4 knots, left at 3 knots. Let's go to the next page. Anti-ice, takeoff flaps, we'll be using 15. My understanding is we'll almost always be using 15 unless it's super, super hot and you're really, really heavy. And then it calculated our V-speeds for us. And so all we need to do, as you see over here on the PFD, you can see right now they're in that blue writing. That means that it's pilot entry. But if we hit send... Okay, it says complete. You'll see them in magenta, and FMS is our nav source. Okay, so we got that all covered. So now I think we're ready. Did our takeoff? Do anything in the fuel management? No. Performance menu. Flag log approach, takeoff. All right, I think we're ready to go, guys. Again, this is my first time flying this thing, so it's very possible that I'm missing something. I'm definitely not a pro yet. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's get back up top. Let's go back to our flight plan page. I'm just going to run through this real quick. Got through our takeoff. Did all that. Alright, cool. Yeah. We don't worry about the secondary flight plan. VNAV setup I don't think works yet. Transition altitude's already set to 18,000 feet, so that's cool. Alright. Yep, we're golden. Alright. Sorry, I'm just double checking myself. Like I said, I've never flown this before, so I'm trying to make sure at the very least I get the basics. Alright, so let's see what we got the autopilot. So we got our VNAV, flight directors. Oh, are they both? Looks like only the one works. Probably need our yaw dampers on, right? That allows us to set half the bank. Alright, we're going to see how this goes. I have no idea what we're looking for here. This is going to be interesting. Flying blind. Parking brake released. Alright, let me get the head tracker going and we'll get out of here and see if I can really screw this plane up. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the banging around there. I always like to show off my first flight, as in share it with everyone, so you guys can see what it's like from a first time experience. You know, so many times we see these videos and they're great, but it's of people who have been flying the aircraft for a while and already know how to work it. And you know, so I figured I'd show from just a different point of view. And let's see here, what do we got here? That's it for the camera length, huh? That really? Oh, there we go. That's it. Alright, so let's see what we got here on our lights. Let's turn that taxi light on. Got our... Yep, there's our waypoint. So we got that set. Alright, how do we set our... Huh? Ah, okay. Click to set the range. Alright, that expands it out. Alright, cool. Alright, we're going to try this. Hopefully I don't break anything. And if I break anything, at least you guys will enjoy the flight. Alright, let's roll my zoom back a little bit. Really, bro? It's really weird with these odd lights that are sort of scattered all over the place. Like, this is not how the Tucson taxiways look. So it gets a little weird trying to figure out where to taxi out, because they're painted at each location. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and takeoff flaps are already set, looks like. Oh, wait, hang on. I know what it's mad about. Let's take off trim there. Okay. What's the master caution in there? Nothing? Guess we're good. Alright. Alright, so let's turn the taxi light off, turn the landing lights on. TCAS non-functional. Pulse lights. We need the strobe on. I hate that you can't control the aircraft from the showcase view. Like, so it's either you get all the gauges and crap that comes with the external view. Okay, so we're going to do one last sort of run through, make sure I'm not missing anything. Should have said fuel boost manual, to air source. Shouldn't need the anti-ice. We're not going that high today. It's pretty warm out. Landing gear levers down. Set our target altitude. We're just going to go straight for the golden money there and go up to 19,000. Okay. Let's see autopilot disconnect. It's our vertical speed handle. All right. I think we're ready, guys. So we're going to put the throttles up here to take off. Pilot, pitot static. There we go. Okay. All right, we're running. There's V1. Whoa. Positive rate, gear up. Flap speed, flaps coming up. Whoa. Come on. Alright, let's see how this works. Alright, how do we... Autopilot. Alright, I think we're... Let's move the throttles back to the climb position. Climb out's looking good. Oh, oops. Alright, I'm sure I did a million things wrong with that takeoff, but again, first time experience in it, not knowing much about it. I mean, I knew very little there. It's kind of fun. Fast little thing, picked right up. Very cool. Textures in this look absolutely beautiful. I love the exterior. The exterior is probably my favorite. Just looks really elegant. I don't know how to bring my... Oh, there we go. Gosh, I'm like right in its face, aren't I? Oh, that is out. Wow. What are we doing here? Let's do this. Let's get rid of Burrow. Alright, let's see here. Let's go direct to Ryan. Execute. Alright. And then it switched back. I need to get rid of the Burrow waypoint. It just keeps putting it back. I can't shake it. And it's almost like it's repeating itself. Alright, so let's see if I can't execute. There she goes. Alright, I can live with that. That wasn't the most ideal way to fix that, but I think it's going to work. That was really odd. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so you guys saw basically how to fix that. So I just went back into the flight plan, found the waypoint that I need to get rid of. So I went to flight plan, page 2, and just found what I needed and got rid of it. That seemed to get us back on. Now, that wasn't the most ideal situation, but Ryan is still there, so it held most of the flight point. It just knows that we already passed it, and the next best step is up to ping, it looks like. Let's see here. What do we got down here? Com channels, Com 1, Cam 2, ATC, UTC. Let's see here. Do we have our next waypoint? Oh, yeah, it's right there. So here's our next waypoint going to hot at 22.2 nautical miles. We're above 10,000 feet. We can kill the landing lights. Okay. Not bad. The one thing I'll say to you guys is don't be afraid to try the new aircraft. You know, they're not as complicated as you may think as far as from a simmer's perspective. You know, I mean, of course, I bet I've probably already done 1,000 things wrong in this video. I'm sure I have. You know, but remember why you bought the sim. Like, you know, give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, I'm sitting here willing to embarrass myself in front of 4,200 of you. So, if I can do that, embarrass yourself in front of your cat and try them out. They're a lot of fun. And it gives you more to do. I'm trying to figure out which aircraft are going to be best to start out this FS economy that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be starting that any day now. It's just a matter of figuring out the initial configuration and what the best route to start with. I think we're going to start with something like the Mooney. I don't want to go quite as little as the Cessna, like 182s, 172s. Those are a little too slow for me. Start with something that we can have some fun with, and it's quick and peppy. Let's see here. I want to learn all of this stuff here. Let's see what we got. Let's mess around a little bit while we're here. What's on the checklist? Normal checklist menu. How do we select it? Just push. Yep. Before starting engines. Look at that. All right. Let's lock the camera for a minute. What did I do? There we go. Alright, so if we lock the camera, now let's look here. If we were to select battery switch, look at this. I didn't even know this was here. Alright, but it's not letting me... Not the toggle. How are we doing here? There's turbulence. How do we... Oh, there we go. Okay, so you literally walk through it. Emergency light switch. I didn't see that one. Did I miss that? Oh.
May I have your attention, please?
Ooh.
At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you.
Cool. I know, I'm amused easily. I don't want to hear it. Suppose I should make sure everything's okay up here, huh? Alright, so what else we got here? Emergency lights. Oh, emergency lights, armed. Looks like so. Alright, so that's not modeled yet. Okay, fair enough. And then we have avionics switch. We did that. Parking brake was set. Wheel chocks were removed. Cabin door was closed. Passenger briefing complete. Seat and belts, they are now after takeoff. The ECAS, well, I mean, we looked at it. FMS was set. Climate control selector off? Climate control selector. Oh, that's that, I think. Pretty sure. Alright. Go figure, he discovers all this stuff after takeoff, right? Alright, checklist complete. Next, normal checklist menu. Alright, so we got next. Starting engines. Throttles to idle. Engine start push button. Engine run stop button. We did that. ITT check for rise. Inlet temperature. ECAS check. Opposite engine start external power system. Okay, so we didn't use external power. We just... And that's why we got the engines running so quickly. Literally, you flip up the batteries, get your engines rolling, because the batteries in this thing suck. They die, like, super fast. Okay. Avionics switch on. We did that. Climate control selector to norm. We did that. Passenger safety... Passenger lights safety button on. Passenger lights safety button. Oh, I guess... Oh, safety button right there. Cool. Alright. Flight controls free and correct. Yep. Speed brakes, ground spoilers, check. You don't even think to look at that. Do you arm them on this thing? No? Just pulls and open? Alright, cool. Sorry, don't get mad at me. Alright, let's go ahead and clear that. Ground spoilers, flaps are check and set. Hydraulic pressure, check, sure. This is a really good checklist. Look at this. Engine only anti-ice as required. Takeoff data confirmed is set. Avionics were set. Autopilot engage and disconnect. Ah, fail. Okay, altimeter, we did set that. Pressurization. I don't think we can set the pressurization panel, can we? I didn't see, other than unless they're just talking about the altimeter pressure. Oh, speaking of which, we're up at altitude. Cool. There's probably... Alright, no, what was that? We want... Ah! What am I looking for? That's what we want. Switch to standard. There we go. I wonder how many of you guys are calling me an idiot right now. Anyway, aft divider doors. Latched open? There's aft divider doors back there? I can't see them. I wonder what that means. Anyway. Alright, next. What else we got? So now we're looking at taxi. Exterior lights as required. Brakes, apply and hold. Parking brake release. Brakes, check. Nose wheel steering, check. Flight instruments. Alright, so that was good. Alright, normal check of the seat. Takeoff. Ice protection system, check. Rudder bias system, check. I don't know what the rudder bias system, I don't see that. Is that on the tilt panel? I would assume so. That's rudder trim. I'll have to look into that one and see exactly what that one is. Alright, seats upright and in their locked position. Flap set, speed brakes, 0%. Trim, fail. Should have set the trim 3 degrees, looks like, set for takeoff. Well, actually I think that's what this knob here was set to. And crew briefing. Alright. Before takeoff, TCAS. TCAS. So it's set for transmit and receive. That's the terrain weather. TFC, cruiser, menu, data, nav data chart, CAS page. I'll have to look into that one too. I missed that one. Okay, fair enough. Still learning, right? Radar as required. Let's see if the terrain radar works. Oh! Okay, cool. Fair enough. Oh! Look at that! Sick! GA button push. GA button. Where's the GA button? Button, who's got the button? Anybody remember that one? This must be the pressurization switch right here. Huh. Oh, and there's our climate control. So that's climate control. This control... I don't see a GA button. How are we doing here? Wasn't Bradley like towards the end of it? I think we're getting close. We are indeed. How long we got? 14 nautical miles. One thing I don't see here is how do you determine what your distance on the PFD is? I don't see anything that's telling me... Oh, 20. Oh, 10, 20. There we go. Alright, so we're looking at 20 miles right now. We're only up at 19,000. Whoa, hey. Hello, clouds. Should we take another peek outside? Looks good. Alright, so let's start seeing about our arrival. How are we going to set that up? I actually don't think the ILS approach is working in this thing yet. It's got the ILS there. What is that for? There we go. Well, ILS category 1. COM 1. Ah, it's already set. Nav 1. Okay. Can it only see 20 miles out? There it goes. Alright, let's start our descent. Alright, so let's set our altitude down. And it just starts descending right out of the bat, man. It doesn't wait the second you touch that, so... Oh, probably don't want to go that low. Yeah, we're overspeeding. I'm working on it, I'm trying to figure this out. Well, for now... Alright, so it's a bullet in the air, apparently. No. Alright, let's see here. So what are we descending at? 2,000 feet per minute? Although it looks like it's leveling out to the restriction. Speed, pretty steady there. Alright, so let's keep going through this checklist here. Battery amps, alright, so that's checking. Ice protection systems as required. Pitot-static heat, yep, we got busted by that one. Okay. Exterior lights as required. ECAS before takeoff, checklist complete. Throttles to takeoff, we did that. N1 command bugs, green chevron. Didn't look for that. Brakes release. Rotate at VR. Okay. Landing gear up. Flaps to 0. Throttles climb. Yaw damper. Oh, I think I turned that on actually before takeoff. It's probably why it was so hard getting the nose up. Autopilot as desired. Passenger light buttons as required. Landing lights. Pressurization check. Altimeter set. Cross check. Speaking of which, I should probably try to get Phoenix Addons tuned in. Let's see. Tune Phoenix approach. Well, let's just do this. Phoenix Sky Harbor. And we want Addons. Let's see what we got going on here. I hate when it does this. 3008 on the altimeter. So let's find our altimeter. Didn't I change that? There it goes. 3008. Okay. Alright, I'm passing through 11,000. I thought I clicked that. I thought I did that when we descended. Maybe I didn't click it right. Alright, cool. So that's set. This is a really nice checklist. This is really handy. Ice protection systems as required. Alright, descent, pressurization, verify, set landing elevation. Okay, we did that now. Altimeter, set cross check, exterior lights. I didn't set the altimeter on the other side, but let's see if it's... Are they linked? Yeah, they are. Alright, approach. Landing, crew briefing complete, checks the minimums. Where did we set the minimums? Oh, hey. TCAS mode. Is there an approach page? Direct? No, that's the direct button. Ah, index. Let's take a flight plan for the moment. Did we set? Yep, that's already set. Okay. Departure approach index, Display menu, I guess we can clear that. Looks like it's already set, so we can get rid of that. It's interesting. Alright, so I have to look more into this, so hopefully this doesn't go too far south. Coming through 9,000. Looks like we're looking about right, and we have a target of 7,000. We have a target of 700. That's not good. Altitude. Come on. Let's get that back up. Is there a way to see the constraints? Doesn't look like it. And then, is there a way to set our speed? That's the vertical speed. Nav, half bank heading, approach, altitude. Yaw dampers are on, right? Yep. Cruise. Oh, wait, speed. There we go. So let's start slowing us down to 200 knots. That's why. Okay. Woo, look at that pretty. Screenshot. Look at that. Messing around here so much, I'm missing everything. Landing day, crew briefing, avionic flight instruments check, minimum set. We're going to have to figure out how to set the minimums at some point. I won't worry about that today. We're probably just going to come in visually anyway. At least try to. Exterior lights are on. Flaps 15 degrees. Passenger briefing complete. Seats upright and outboard. Seat belts adjusted on. Pressurization point. Uh-oh. I don't know what that means. Hopefully that doesn't come back and get us. Landing gear down 3 to green. Flaps at 35%. Alright, so let's hold here for a second. Now VREF. See, there's got to be a way to... Performance? Approach. There we go. Let's bring Addons back up. See if we can do this fast enough. Temperature 23. I guess we can get the temperature. Well, yeah. We'll do 23. That's what it says anyway. And then QNH. The altimeter was 3008. So 3008. I don't think I need the decimal, right? Cool. Alright. Dry, wet. Let's go to the next page. Oh. No next page? Okay. Wind. It is back up, and then let's just click something else so it stops doing that. Temperature 2-3, wind, visual 3-5 in use, so I actually think we're landing from the wrong direction. Wind 0-5-3 at 8. So I think we just go 5. Oh, what the hell? 5-3/8. Okay, got our wind in there. Getting ready to come around for the... Oh, there we go. So I keep hitting this far one on the back. Go ahead and set that to 10 here. Alright, so there's another approach page, but it doesn't look like I can get to it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Anti-ice is off. VREF 102. So let's go ahead and send it. Okay. So VREF should be set. So we're looking for 102 knots here soon. So let's go ahead and... I'm sure I'm doing this way too soon, but because it's my first time, I'm trying to stay ahead of the game here. So let's... Oh, darn it. I hate it when it does this. Let's keep bringing that down. And let's start bringing our altitude down. Looks like it's already under a constraint, so that's good. So I'm going to start setting us down to our landing altitude. Start at 3,700 feet, and we'll bring it in as it gets closer. Now, let's see here. Once we make the turn, I think we need to change our... Well... So I know we need to change our nav source. Right now we're set to FMS 1. And we're going to need to change it to... the nav radio. But how do I do that again? I remember seeing that. I just don't remember how we did it. Oh, come on. It's not nav data. That's not right. It's not system. No. Menu, data. Push select, upper menu, lower menu. I thought we could do it up here. Reference menu. PFD menu, escape, nav. That's got to be it right there. I think this is it. This will change the source. We're not descending, and I feel like we should be. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, okay. That's awkward. What? Why are we doing that? Why are we set to 8,100? Come on, baby. I need you to start descending like yesterday. Alright, we'll do it this way. Use the vertical speed for now. I'm sure I did something wrong right there. And like I said, guys, don't be afraid to jump into these aircraft, even if you don't know what you're doing, you know? Give them a shot. Figure it out. Poke around a little bit. Alright, so let's try doing this. Let's try changing our nav source. Not VOR. Not VOR2. Oh, FMS is it. What if I go into approach mode? Does that work? And we are accelerating, and we shouldn't be. Come on. May have to disconnect the autopilot if this continues much longer. Alright, so we're slowing down, which is good. I need to keep getting that speed down. Damn it! Stop doing that. We're climbing again. Alright, let's just do this. I'm disconnecting. Going to 0 throttle here. Still far enough out, I think I can save this. We have to try the ILS approach next time. But I'm pretty sure we're still far enough that I can save this. I just got to get our altitude down. I think we caught it early enough where it's not as scary here. Just moving my speed bug down. Alright, so let's see how we're doing here. Oh, that's throttle friction. I feel like we're a little right of the center line there. Look at those colors. Goodness gracious. We should have all our lights on, right? Oh, nope. Landing lights on. We're at 160 knots. Go ahead and let the gear down. Looks like we're a little slow on the glide slope. A little fast on the glide slope. Disregard. Looks like we're high according to the PAPI lights. Let's go full flaps now. Still a little high. Try to trim for nose up. Now we're low. All white, you're fine. All red, you're dead. So we're a little low. It's not bad. And actually, I see the diamond on the HUD there, or on the PFD for the approach. But I'm scared to activate the autopilot in case I screw it up. crabbing. I don't know if I should trust the Pappy Light's angle there or not. There we go. According to the AOA indexer, it looks like we're just a little high, a little fast. Not bad. Oh, we're definitely crabbing. Come on. Not good. We're high. We're high. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. No, no, no. Don't go low on me. Don't go low on me. There we go. Just about at VREF. Alright, nice and easy. 0 throttle. Little float. Thrust reversers. Brakes. I don't even know if this thing has thrust reversers. I just triggered them just in case. Let's go to the next one. Alright, guys. Well, so that was a fun little flight. It really was. Obviously, I'm sure I did about 19,000 things wrong, as I've said about 20 times already tonight. But I can't stress it enough, guys. Like, give this stuff a shot. Like, it's a lot of fun learning some of these aircraft. This is a fun little bird, and I think even with everything I did wrong, I think I'm going to figure that out pretty quick and find out that it's a pretty simple aircraft based on what it looks like to me. You know, from the outside looking in, not having the experience with it, not knowing the aircraft as, you know, as well as some. So actually, let's call it, I don't know it at all. I sort of winged my way through the MCDU setup. But a lot of the features, like I said, were pretty similar. Where's the parking brake? That guy again? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this this little presentation for you guys here. I know, at the very least, I hope it was entertaining. Please don't take it as a tutorial, that's for sure. But the next one will be a lot smoother. We'll get some more information dived down. I just wanted to test it out and see what it was like. I really like the mod. I do know the day I got MSFS, I did at least sit in the cockpit, and it was the same principle as the A320. 90% of the things we were able to do weren't even functional. So really awesome stuff. So anyway, guys, check out the mod. Links in the description below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.